Chef and cookbook author Anna Olson is making 2 very different burgers for us this morning, and you don't have to go outside to grill them, which is a very nice thing.
No. Well, we wish we could.
Yes, but until then.
And I wanted to give you a couple of tips to up your burger game. And these burgers are inspired by non-burger dishes.
Okay, so these are non-burger burgers.
Exactly. So the first is a tikka turkey burger with all the extra garnishes. So if you have chicken tikka, it's usually saucy, and you serve it with a raita, which is a yogurt-based sauce, and that's what I'm going to have you work on right now. All the ingredients you have are right in front of you.
And what kind of yogurt is this?
Starting with a Greek yogurt, a nice thick yogurt, so that way you don't have a watery sauce. A diced up tomato. If you're using a hothouse tomato this time of year, pull out some of the excess seeds. Just so, again, you don't have a watery sauce. Some chopped fresh mint.
All of it?
All of it. All of it goes in. A pinch of cumin. A little lemon zest, and I've got a pinch of salt if you'd like to add.
Okay.
And you stir it up, and that's done. So you can make that ahead of time. And then right beside you, Annette, I have all the ingredients. I didn't really want us to get in there mashing up raw turkey together on camera.
Are you sure?
But I wanted to show you the flavors that are in it. So the difference between tikka and tandoori is lemon. And so we've got lemon juice, ginger, garlic, paprika, turmeric, garam masala, which kind of has an earthier taste compared to a commercial curry powder, salt, and then the key is breadcrumbs and egg, because turkey is so lean, and of course you could do this with chicken, that it holds in all the juices and moisture. So you shape that into your burgers, and I've got them cooking here along with my second burger.
So this is kind of like a spread that you would put on top?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in place of...
It smells like spring.
I think it's ranch dressing. And the mint.
Yeah.
Definitely the mint. And then to balance that tartness and the lemon in the turkey burger, you can make an apple apricot chutney. Again, sort of hearkening back to warm weather flavors. I start with an apple for body, but then I add diced dried apricots, some apricot jam, excuse me, brown sugar, but you need contrast, so apple cider vinegar, ginger, a little cumin, cinnamon, and salt. Pardon me.
Let me get you a glass of water.
Okay.
You keep going on there.
Thank you. And then the second burger we have is a cassoulet burger. Have you ever had French cassoulet?
I have, actually.
And it is a wintry stew.
It's very hearty.
Yes, and it's got beans in it, sausage, and typically duck confit. But let's be real, we're not all, I don't know, who has duck confit in their fridge.
I wish I did.
If it's a burger, you gotta simplify a little bit. So I use sausage as the base, pre-seasoned sausage, your favorite flavor.
Okay, you're just gonna cut the casings off?
Yes, and then you mash in the white beans, so you get that extra fiber and protein in there. And you can just use a shredded cooked chicken to give it substance. And then you cook some onion and carrot that's in the stewy, gooey dish, some bacon, tomato paste. You can cook in a little white wine and thyme. Again, you have the breadcrumb and egg to bind it.
Right.
This recipe makes 10 burgers. And so a little goes a long way. So I like to freeze them between sheets of parchment.
Okay. And
the key with cooking your burgers is that you want to cook them to a minimum of 165. So a digital instant read thermometer is key. And I've got, this is a turkey burger. This is a cassoulet burger, which you can coat in breadcrumbs. We are good. And now the toppings. Which burger would you like to assemble?
I'm going to have this one.
Okay, pick your bun. We've got all sorts, a brioche, a ciabatta.
Oh, brioche.
Okay. Perfect. And then let me get you your turkey burger.
Thank you.
The cooked chutney is right there, so you've got that sweet balancing against the tart raita. I like to put some crunch in there with radishes and cucumbers, and I think I'm going to make a cassoulet burger.
Okay, they're telling us that we've got about a minute left. I see you've got, what if you don't have cast iron pans? What's a good idea for doing these without cast iron?
You can use just a good skillet.
Okay.
Non-stick, you just don't want to heat too high, but mind you, to cook a burger through, you're not cooking it on high heat.
Right.
And you don't want to overcook the outside before the inside's done. So medium heat would be just fine on a non-stick pan.
And if you've been following us, or maybe didn't have everything written down, Both of these recipes are in your cookbook.
Yes, it's called Anna Cooks, and it is the way we eat on a regular basis. I'm topping my cassoulet burger with some bacon.
Oh, I didn't know there was a bacon choice.
Yes, grainy mustard and some raw onion. So
oh, very nice.
There we go.
I've got a breath mint for you afterwards.
Okay,
as
thank
well.
you. We might need it.
These look delicious, both of them. We'll get the links up on our website at chch.com/morninglive. And always a treasure to have you in our kitchen.
A pleasure.